What's up, guys? We're here with a very special treat. We got Heroes Destiny versus ABR. Not the full series for Black Mark Cup Run 2, but rather just the third game. So ABR was able to win the first game in a rain match, both at Torn Rain. And Heroes Destiny was able to take the second game with some drag mag. Actually, the same 6 he used in a couple while back, but he had a Life Orb Starmie for whatever reason, because throwing Life Orb on Pokemon is apparently a Brazilian thing to do. But anyway, now we're here for game 3. A very serious set. Two noteworthy players. ABR, of course, is probably one of the best players out there right now. Heroes Destiny is known for cursing his team and being a mediocre UU player a couple of SPLs ago. So let's get on into it. Heroes Destiny has this Pokemon called Mamoswine. It's an Ice type, and ABR has no resist to the Ice type, and he has three Pokemon that are very important in this matchup that are all weak to it and take a ton of damage from Ice Shard or Ice Flow Crash in Latios, and Gliscor. In addition to that, the Ferrothorn is especially defensive on this team, only Steel types, that makes the most sense. So it probably is going to take a 2 KO from Choice Band attacks if it isn't, and if not, Life or Earthquake might 2 KO, but Ice Steel Crash probably will fail too. Alakazam is also there and it's Focus Sash, so any damage and all of a sudden it's an Ice Shard range, and Tar is weak to Earthquake, so it looks like Mamoswine is a pretty good match for Heroes Destiny, is what I'm trying to say. On top of that, he has Jirachi, which is able to wall the combination of Alakazam, Latios, and Latios. Because of all of that, if it's able to avoid being tricked or status, then it's probably going to do pretty well. And nothing on this team status unless it's a trick plus flame orb variant of one of the Latios, which I don't think it's going to be. I think it's probably going to be Scarf Latios knowing ABR. Then either Specs Latias or Combine Latias, and a Sash Alakazam, and then Tar Pharaoh, one of them is Rocks, and probably just a Sword Stance Protect or a Taunt Protect type of Gliscor. Might be Toxic actually. ABR likes all of these kind of grimy Gliscors. Yeah, going through the rest of the team for Heroes Destiny, he also has Politoed to change the weather, Balloon, which is a check to a number of things, and also take advantage of the Ferrothorn, and if it's not Taunt, Gliscor, potentially that as well. Um, Landorus T, which presumably is the choice scarfer on this team as he lacks speed control otherwise. Jirachi, which probably is like Rock Swish, Body Slam, or Thunder with Iron Head, and last but not least, Tentacruel to just spin things in support. So let's get on into this game. So we're going to see here a Politoed lead here for Heroes Destiny, and ABR is going to lead with Latias. And we're going to see the Latias got a Ferrothorn being scared of maybe a Toxic, or I don't know. Either way, that's fine. Encore would have hit it anyway. And we're going to see Scaldon's going to burn right off the bat. So automatically, Heroes Destiny has an even bigger lead than the match, because this is the one thing that could sort of check Mamoswine. It's already burnt. And now he's going to go Jirachi, and I assume they're going to trade Rocks. And ABR is potentially going to risk getting spun, whereas Heroes Destiny, his Rocks are up to stay for good. And they're going to impact 5 Pokemon on ABR's team, not Alakazam, of course. So Heroes Destiny is going to see this and go right to Tentacruel, taking another knock. That's fine, no big deal. He's still got Rain Dish anyway, and the Ferrothorn's losing damage each turn. So we're going to see a spin here on the Tyranitar, I assume. Yep, he's going to go for that spin, and while he's going to take sand damage, the Tar also takes rocks, so it's at 87. That's important in any rain versus sand matchup, of course. Breloom's going to come in on a punch as well, so it's going to proxy the Toxic Orb because for whatever reason he didn't lead with it. And it's going to double back to Politoed. A nice play from Heroes Destiny. A really nice play. And he's going to get it in on this Latias. And Latias is going to reveal leftovers, so it's a substitute plus Combine variant. As Tyranitar now comes in on the Politoed, being scared of something like Encore or Toxic or whatever you might have. Jirachi is going to come on in again here. Now, ABR is going to bring in Gliscor, not fearing the Body Slam, which I don't agree with, but it worked out, and he kind of had to go for it anyway. Because Ferrothorn's burns him slowly dying. And now the Breloom takes the Wish, and it's all the way back up to full health now. And he's going to go back to Politoed being scared of Aerial Ace or Sword Stance, which is a good play. It's just a taunt for Gliscor, though, so that kind of reveals its full set. It's likely taunt, Earthquake, Toxic or Knockoff plus Protect. And he's going to go for Toxic into the Mamoswine, which, let me tell you, there are so many plays he could have made here. He could have stayed with Politoed and clicked Scald, which pretty much was free. If he was scared of Ferrothorn coming in on that, he could have went Breloom. But no, he goes to Mamoswine. So now the Mamoswine is on a timer, and this Gliscor undoubtedly has Protect as the last move. So he's going to get some free damage, as you'll see here. So Icicle Crash on the Protect. So now it's down to 82. He's going to go Ferrothorn, and of course, because it's ABR, he's going to dodge Icicle Crash. So that's another turn of Toxic, which is huge. That's 24% loss next turn. But since it's special defensive Pharaoh, it's just going to die to this Icicle Crash. I'm not sure if it was a roll, but Heroes Destiny seemed to think he'd kill, so he just clicked it without any hesitation. Latias is going to come on in here, and finally the 40% Mamoswine is going to retreat, but it's already taken a beating. But it looks like Heroes Destiny has this under control with the Jirachi, as this goes for recover against the Iron Head. Okay. And now it's going to come in again, but we're going to see we're gonna see just an encore on the Dragon Pulse. So um, that's gonna let the Landorus double in as it's just Dragon Pulse lock. Yeah, that's fine. You don't really need Landorus' health anyway, so that makes sense. Now he's gonna go for the U-turn to break that sub, and he's just gonna go right back to Jirachi. Yeah, that's a good sequence there from USS. It's fine. So he's gonna have that Jirachi in. It's not recovering from leftovers, but it's fine. That's gonna invite the Gliscor in, but he's gonna wish. There's a wish here. So now, what is he gonna wish to? He's gonna wish to the Breloom. Okay. And Latios can come on in. And if this is Facade Balloon at 1v1 is just Latios, I mean, especially defensive invested. And we're going to see right off the bat that it's bulk up. So he's got to be Facade if he's going for this sequence here. As you see, the +1 Dragon Pulse doesn't even do half, as the Facade easily is going to do half. So, again, good for Hero's Destiny. And it's looking like he can't really stop this a ton with Jirachi being present to check the Alakazam. So he's going to take out this, and he's going after Protect, he's going to be all the way up over a third health. And ABR is forced to Draco, and this is probably going to be Scarf because there's no speed control, and again, ABR always uses Scarf Latios. So we're going to see Gliscor double as we presumably see the Jirachi. Yeah. Okay, so again, Hero's Destiny is in a really good spot. I don't see why he just doesn't go back to Breloom here. On a toxic, great prediction there. ABR predicted Landorus, and he saw that out. But he's going to go for Earthquake on the Facade. I just bulk up to Force Taunt. I don't know about that. And he goes, and he gets a critical hit on Earthquake. And we're going for Drain Punch. Why is he going for Drain Punch? It's going to critical hit, but why not Protect or Bulk Up so you could actually win the 1v1? You're just letting yourself take damage constantly. Let's take another Earthquake on another Drain. I don't seem to understand what the purpose of Drain Punching is. What does it hit? Is he scared of Alakazam? He's got a full health Jirachi and priority and a healthy Politoed. And he's going to get crit again. And for whatever reason, he didn't protect any of those turns. He didn't bulk up any of those turns. So he let himself consistently stay in Earthquake crit range, and he just let it go. When the game was pretty much over if he stayed in. There was no way to beat this plus Jirachi with Rain Up, especially because Rain gives you 12% healing each turn, and I'm at a loss for Ride Seekers. But if you look at this matchup still, Mammo's fine, Ice Shard picks things off. Tentacruel and Politoed are two Scalders that are alive and well. Latios doesn't have much longevity. He's choice locked in the Scarf. Tyranitar is going to die up for Politoed at this rate because his rocks are up. Alakazam is only able to take one hit pretty much. So yeah, it looks like Hero's Destiny can still really do this. So he's going to just go for his Scald and the Protect presumably, and I assume he just goes for another Scald here, right? And he goes for a Scald on the Tar, okay. And that Scald is going to do a whole 24%, so it's a 3-hit KO, and Politoed presumably is quicker. But he's going to go for Protect with Sand Up for some reason, and it's going to come in on a Pursuit, okay, because that makes sense when you know he's not choice locked. And ABR is going to go for another Pursuit here. It's going to do 18. And I assume we just see another Scald here because nothing really wants to switch into this. So yeah, Rain is going to be up to stay, but this is now at 25%. And it's funny because now he might be in Earthquake range from Gliscor because he protected and gave that extra turn. And ABR is going to go for Earthquake here, trying to take that out. But Hero's Destiny is going to go for the Wise Landorus. And the thing is, he could go Breloom here if he had it and just sit all day and recover all the way up. But no, he doesn't. So all of a sudden that's gone. But now Politoed's able to live in Earthquake because of the Intimidate, thankfully. So it's going to be able to Scald this, and then another Earthquake there from ABR. Yep, just make sure you get safe against Mammoth. Now Tentacruel is in here against a -1 Gliscor. He's going to go for Scald here. It's fine. It's going to recover from the Poison Neely's turn. Now he's going to go for Scald into Latios. And now Latios Draco never kills, so if you're protecting your Dracos, you can honestly just stay in and kind of clinch it, if you will, because you could also stall Draco PP and just keep recovering with Rain Dish. But he's going to go Jirachi, which is going to invite the Gliscor in, and I think that's like not the worst play, but I don't really love it either. So Gliscor's going to come in here. Is he at least going to wish? No, he's going to double the Tentacruel. I would have just wished back to Landorus at that point, but that's fine. So he's going to Scald and the Protect, okay. And now ABR is going to go for the Earthquake, and it's going to do a whole metric fuckload to the Tentacruel. Okay. So now ABR is going to go for Protect, and it should still be a favorable roll for Scald to kill. But ABR is going to go for a double Protect here, and he's going to get it, as you see. So Hero's Destiny is now in an awkward spot. He goes for Sludge Bomb, which, by the way, makes even less sense than the Scald ever. Like, why would you go for Sludge Bomb there? But whatever. Now Tentacruel goes for Protect, so lets us heal up even more for some unknown reason, when he should just be Scalding it down. And now he goes Landorus, and I'm even more lost, Because what are you preserving Tentacle for against two Psychic types in the Gliscor? He's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice here and on the Toxic. So, like, okay, now it just pursues this with Landorus. It's fine. You have Ice Shard and Jirachi anyway for the Psychic. But no, he switches to Mamoswine to basically let the Mamoswine take poison damage. So all of a sudden, you're letting your Ice Sharder go. And now he's just, like, switching around for no reason, letting everything take Toxic damage. And it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? And this is, like, the most infuriating sequence ever. He's going to let Latios go. But Alakazam's Sash is still intact. And this is now dying to one poison turn. So he could let it go, or he could save for Alakazam, and he lets it go into obvious protect instead of going Landorus, which I don't understand at all. Landorus clinches the win. You break the Sash. Alakazam, fuck. So now he goes Tentacle finally. He scalds here, and I'm just like, why do that? I don't understand. And now, instead of Hidden Power Ice locking, he's just gonna fucking forfeit when he had a chance to. It's just like, yeah, APR got really lucky with multiple Earthquake crits against the Balloon, but you had this one 3, maybe 4 times. I needed to post this game because this is exactly what not to do. Don't rush your games. Don't fucking let shit get more chances to crit you. Optimize your odds. Use the calculator. Stay safe, kids.